Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our BMW 4 Series, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a BMW 4 Series 2 litre 420D M Sport. 2016 on a 66 plate, has done 34,889 miles. Fuel economy, urban 55.4 miles per gallon, extra urban 72.4 miles per gallon, and combined is 65.7 miles per gallon. 0 to 60 time of 7.1 seconds, a top speed of 144 miles an hour out of 190 brake horsepower 16 valve engine. So great performance and really economical too. Road tax is only £30 per annum. I've been putting off doing the road test and video on this car mainly because John's been driving around in it. It's the best colour combination, white with coral leather. The last one we had in this colour combination, the phone's absolutely, I was going to say melted, but the tarmac's melting today, so perhaps that's not a good indication. Anyway, I'll just show you around it. So we've got the black kidney grille, front parking sensors. Also on our site, I've seen these the M Sport colours, and they just fit in the grille, and it really finishes the car off. It makes it look like a different car. It's just a bit bland at the moment, and those look great. It's got the diamond cut and dark silver polished alloys, 5 twin spokes, the all important M badge on the side there, the sill extensions there, rear privacy glass, the shark fin roof aerial, reversing sensors in the bumper, twin chrome exhaust tips, electric boot release. Quite a good sized boot, goes way back, and it's also split rear seats as well, so you can load through. I'm going to try and get in the back. It's about 34 degrees at the moment, so it may just finish me off. I'm going to attempt to put the seat back as well. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. I expect it to be really cramped, and I've got my seat where I would normally have it. I've got enough leg room here. The seats are really high, which is unusual these days because the headrest is usually right in the middle of your back there. You've got stuff like coat hooks, there's an airbag in the B-pillar there. You've got 2 speakers in the back here, looks like a little tweeter speaker as well. It's surround sound, Harman Kardon speakers, so the sound system in this is really fantastic too. Lovely leather. I don't think it's ever been sat in really, or don't look like it. We've got overmats too, a little tray in the middle. It's crikey, what's it got? Just trying to, no, it's only got 2 rear seat belts at the back. I was going to say it would be very uncomfortable for whoever got the short straw and had to sit on the back there. So it's a 4-seater coupe, but the 2 passengers in the back have got bags of room. It's just about right, and then centre armrest and cup holder, and I think this is maybe a load through, I'm not sure. But as I say, the back seats fold down. You've got rear child seat, Isofix anchor points there. Nice car, lovely car. I'll just take you for a ride in it. It's keyless go, little button there, also a great little button there, knock the start stop off, first thing to do. You're handed the seat belt by an arm that shoots out of the B-pillar. Just get this aircon on, it's boiling today. and do a couple of things before we set off. Height and reach adjustable steering wheel. Right, into drive. We've got front and rear parking sensors. Really light steering. A great turning circle and lock. You can see the display there for the parking sensors. So optical display. You can hear it beeping, but sometimes you can't always tell what you're getting near to, especially if it's low down. So you can see on the screen. We've got sat nav. I only noticed before whether I've missed it on previous occasions, but if you go to media, let's just turn no information. Oh, hang on, I think I've got it switched off. Let's turn that down. Right, so go back to media there. You see it's got my iPhone, which is selected, but you've also got the choice of Amazon Music, which I didn't know I had, Audible and Spotify, and then CD and DVD and USB. So the iDrive is quite a good system. There's so much on here. Obviously the iDrive, the one button, if you had a button for every function on this display, it'd be like the cockpit of a jumbo jet. So everything's controlled from here, but you've got there you go, menu, communication, navigation, connected drive, my vehicle, notifications. If you go into my vehicle, vehicle settings, iDrive settings, driver profiles, it's just never ending. Driving information, owner handbook, technology in action. If you go into there, you've got efficient dynamics. It's, you know, I would suggest that 99% of drivers never even get as far as that in the menu. Probably sat nav and the music, and that's it. Driving style analysis, sport displays, that's torque, power, yawn, driver profiles. You can set it up for different members of your family. Get back to sat nav. Now I was messing about with it before. I'll just because you've also got sport and eco. Here we go, the button there. So that's Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport, and then you've got sport displays and Configure Sport. So if you click on Configure Sport, you can then dynamic driving with sporty chassis. Honestly. I bet those BMW engineers are like, got their head in their hands. I mean, that's in drivetrain and chassis mode, and I can feel it. It feels a bit tighter and so on, which is probably great going around a racetrack. But I don't think you can beat the way it was set up when it came out of the factory. We'll just go back to comfort. There we go, comfort. I can feel that it immediately slows down when you switch to comfort. The throttle's not as responsive, and the steering doesn't, and the chassis doesn't feel as taut. But the main things that matter to me today are the aircon is icy cold. It's a beautiful looking car. It's nice to drive. The chap that dropped it off went to great lengths to tell me it's got blue calipers, and that means it's got upgraded whatever, and I'm sure it means a lot, and it when I was younger it would have meant a lot to me. But it's just a lovely car to drive. Automatic, we've got paddle shift on the steering wheel, which I like. You can also knock the gear selector across there and change down and up, just knocking it backwards and forwards. But the I would like them to do some figures for well, first of all, the stop-start. When I took my test, of course, a big thing was you had to know stopping distances. And of course, stopping distance isn't just about your braking, it's also about your thinking about braking. So you've got a certain amount of thinking time, and then you've got your stopping distance is the thinking time and your actual braking time. Well, that must be the same for stop-start, because when you're at a roundabout and the engine cuts out, it doesn't switch on straight away, because you see a car coming, you've got to think about it to start off with. Then you put your foot on the accelerator, the car's got to think about it, put you in gear, and then you set off. So I'd like those figures, and I'd also, the gear changes, they're done in automatic cars these days, they're done in a nanosecond. Before you could even think it's time to change gear or foot on the clutch, it's change gear. And like this, the fuel economy is absolutely tremendous. And also the way it drives, the way it accelerates, changes gear, you can't tell. It's just so good. Nice display. I forgot to test the cruise control back there. The cruise control looks like one touch there, and you've also got speed limit there. And I can increase the speed or decrease it from this thumb wheel. You've got your phone controls here. A lovely day like today. Let's see. Hey Siri, play On Days Like This. The only thing is I'm not in a Lamborghini Miura driving through the Alps, but this has probably got a better sound system than the Lamborghini Miura. It's got Harman Kardon speakers as well, and it's the surround sound. They call it something different in here, but it's surround sound. Let's just see if I can find it without running into anybody. Menu, connected drive, communications. Communications is telephone. You couldn't just put telephone. Notifications, navigation, my vehicle, vehicle settings. Oh dear. I'll forget that. I'm going to end up running in the back of somebody. Probably this traffic officer in front. Oh, one thing. This has got in Eco. Let's just see Eco Pro. Configure Eco Pro. So we go down there, click on there, and you'll see there it's got coasting. Now BMW must have spent a fortune, and what they've done, they've created a gearbox that when you take your foot off the accelerator, you don't want to accelerate anymore, and you come into a roundabout or something, it coasts, it disconnects the gearbox and coasts. Now I do that in a manual gearbox, and I've been doing it forever. Because when I do it in a video, I get all these comments saying, oh, you should be in gear, you've lost control of your car and so on. Just exactly what they expect me to do when there's a car in front. Whether they think I can accelerate over them, I really don't know, but in my view, coasting saves you, not only saves you fuel, it saves your brake pads, it's wear and tear on your engine, your prop shaft, your tyres, because of course you're slowing down by friction, whereas you're just using the car's natural drag. So if it's good enough for BMW, it's good enough for me. Oh, yeah, I got you the first time. Unlike you, I'm not on my phone. I'll tell you what, I bet he used to be a service advisor. Phone in one hand, rubber stamp in the other. Still, I can't be mad because it's a lovely day. The aircon's icy cold. It's a beautiful car. Let's give it some gas here. It's just showing where the cruise is set to there. If I resume, a little orange light in the on the periphery of the speedo. It's a good while since I've been up this. 50 it is. I'm wondering whether we can actually turn right here. Oh no, we've got to go around the roundabout, come back and then turn right, I think. No right turn ahead. Oh, I wonder why they've got separate lanes then. You know, that's the road there. There's a bit across the centre. There will have been lots of accidents there, no doubt. They'll have a good reason. The brakes on this car are, if they are an extra with the blue calipers, you can certainly feel them scrubbing speed off. No, I could have done with being over there. I'm getting as bad as everybody else round here. Worst comes to worst, I'll have to do another lap in this car. Get away pretty smartish if I can. Oh no, there's a car here now. Sorry. He's obviously noticed my indicator and seen what I'm going to do, which is good observant driving. There's not many of us about, but there's also a motorbike behind him, so I don't want to cream him. No, good driver. Hey, he'll be sat there thinking, what a bad driver. The guy looked like Rio Ferdinand. In the 6 Series. I just think these have a nicer look than the 3 Series as well. I'll put a link in the description earlier on for those little radiator clips. When I was coming up the hill there's a BMW X5 behind me, and he had them. That was all black with a black grille, and then he'd got these kind of red and light blue and dark blue clip-on attachments for the radiator grille. Now this is an awful road. There's motorbikers use this a lot. They do that turning in there and you can't just see what's coming. Lots of accidents there as well. These indicators. When I saw that road ahead closed there, I thought they'd shut this road as well. I was just about to kick off. We've managed to get a lot of chippings on this main road here. Just this bend here. Here we go. Just into it, accelerate. Drives absolutely superb. I'm going to find somewhere with some shade now, show you how to operate the sat nav, how to pair a mobile, how to delete a mobile, and how to stream audio. So thanks for watching. Give us a look on our web store. If you buy anything from there, it doesn't cost you any more. We get a little small commission. So thanks for that. Oh, and also thanks to Harrison Reed, who sent me money to get myself a Starbucks, which was very kind of him, so thanks. In fact, I think that's going to be my next job. I'm going to go straight to Starbucks from here.